Welcome back to Best Served Cold. We are on day 4. This is episode 2 of our Let's Play. Oh, hello Hugo. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens? Barkeep? Seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job? These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. What do you want? They're good people. Mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on this street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing with me, I'll be staying here for a while. Okay, yeah. Present him with new clues. Using clues on detectives like Hugo will never consume actions. Okay, that is useful. That's like potential patrons. Yep. So, Alina Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered. And you said you got this information from Peter Wagner. Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi. And the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at the time as well. So let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? No, that's my boyfriend. Don't do that. What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these 4 might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first shows an ornate decorated lighter laying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty-looking syringe. It is empty and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. I can't see that from there. Okay. I got 5 clues. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? About the syringe? The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the Prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark from this needle. Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately, this one is available at any pharmacy. Doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical professional in Sara either. Whatever the nature of this toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wanted to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it, if this was back in Belgium, I know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator had chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him, and we're gonna stop this guy. Got the lighter? It was close to the body, and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. You might guess that the killer is a smoker. Only a few million of those. Yes, that doesn't narrow the field down too much. Any more questions? All's clear? Good. One last thing. Hand over your notebook. Place a notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. He pulls out a pencil, a pencil out of his pocket and adds a new section in the back. After looking over it one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. 2 things I need answered are: what is the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer each of these 2 if you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure, and you should figure it out. You should consider it evidence. You should try and clear them too. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no, but it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. Okay. New case tab. I love a chart. We love to see it. Okay. Motive, evidence, and defense, such as an alibi. An alibi would be great. Always press yep. Let me make sure I read that right. If you're already in a conversation with Hugo, like you are now, you can also press this button to submit your case. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get 1 shot. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, you will leave to present your case to superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you. Okay, I gotta figure this out. So what do you like to drink? Something with coffee. Why? It's my job. I suppose it is. You memorize everyone's favorite drinks. I write it down. I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. Noting that down. I'm prepared to answer your questions. What? Oh, do I have unlimited actions with you? Let me give you something to drink, actually. Oh, I did not. I mean more time. I didn't mean to click that. I got used to having. Are you used to the notebook? Used to live in uptight. Let me serve you something. You like a drink? I shouldn't, but perhaps just one wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's give you a wake-up call. That's not too heavy on the alcohol for you. You're kind of a lightweight. Perfect mix. Yippee! Oh, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. I think this just will get him to like me. Or make him more cooperative with difficult questions. Okay, I want to know who I'm working for. Constable Hugo Mertens, that's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies? I am partial to pointless conversation and wasting my time. You have no hobbies. If I indulge this line of questioning, will it motivate you to trust me? Not really. Yeah, let's be buddies. Fine, I like building miniatures, and when I was younger, I collected model trains. Tell me more. I'm a collector. What more is there to say? We all collect things. You collect useless information while I collected trains. I don't have them anymore before you ask. I had to leave them back in Belgium. Did you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiancé hated it. All those objects are with my parents now. Is that all? I still have more questions. Tough. Fair enough. I want to know. I want to know about your I love how we're getting so much. And Alina's right over there, and I can ask her about her dating life too. We're like, tell me all the dirt. I want to know. I want to know so much. I want to know everyone's business. Indeed I do, and you needn't look so surprised. But I am surprised. I have a life outside of work, you know. The lines might sometimes blur, but I'm more than my job. You also like trains. Either way, my personal life is my business. Mind your own. Oh, is that a blush? I'll note that down. I'll note down. Mind my own business. Did I write down? Yeah. I love these. Like, we're so nosy. You know Peter? Peter has a storied history of Bukovi police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish, maybe even the Brugger boys gang under Carla. Makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all this, but she's white collar and more interested in larceny than in laundering than murder. Yeah, I don't know, I don't understand. She doesn't seem like... What do we know about the victim? Yeah, Talia Reed. She seems kind of like estranged from family. Not the highest class person. Her clothing shows she has some money, but what did it say she worked at? She worked under Mark Weaver. So she was working. So I don't know, that doesn't seem like... I mean, I'm making excuses for my boy. It just doesn't seem like that makes sense to me. So why are you doing a detective's job? Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions, they forget to actually look for criminals. One of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bukovi Boulevard killer are all blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I can tolerate them being competitive, but not when there's human lives at stake. I didn't expect you to be so noble on account of blackmailing me. Okay. Oh. I got him right. I got the right amount of alcohol for him to do that. Wonderful. I want to know more about the blonde women. I might have overshared when I had a few too many drinks. Let's not discuss that further. I trust your discretion on this. I suppose it is information about the killer, though. Maybe you can piece something together with this? Okay. Tell me more about the lighter. Any more lighter stuff? Lighter, why are you showing me this again? Oh. Do you smoke, Hugo? Barkeep, I am not a suspect. Let's keep an open mind. I don't want to piss him off. I'm gonna piss him off. I should keep an open mind by considering myself as a possible suspect. No one is above suspicion. You are mocking me. I will not rise to your provocations. No, I'm not. I'm being so nice to you. I'm not hitting you with hammers. Okay. The syringe would be nice. Don't know anything more. It's your job to present this. Okay, I'm prepared. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna talk to my boss first. He seems like he's a good person to kind of bounce things off of. I also like his design a lot. Like, this design is really good. I love the little tie bar. This is so sick. Like, this outfit, steal his outfit. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, Mr. Fleur. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Let's remember what you like. Classy with red wine served over ice. And lemon. Red wine and lemon. I do know you really... It has your favorite one here. That's 5%. Wish I could get you to 6. This has lemon. Let me try a night count, actually. Right? Vermouth is wine, isn't it? Isn't vermouth wine? But he likes red wine. Oof. Oof. You know, let's stick with this. I don't think we need to go so fancy with this. But I will keep that in mind for future days. Okay. Here you go, sir. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. They say conversation. Okay, yeah, we're just talking. Have other speaking. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you about the last drop. The last drop? That's the speakeasy that was shut down recently. Know anything about it? It's where I got the inspiration for opening the nightcap. You see, I heard the usual clientele was a bit too rough for my taste. I see. Interesting. Oh. You know about Natalia Reed? Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I've been thinking back to when we met briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff Bacovi formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. I suppose it makes sense that she frequents speakeasies after Prohibition. So, there really is a killer on the loose then? Apparently. Ghastly. I hope our customers tread lightly. Me too. Okay, let me take a look. Look at my clues. She's in debt. And no one knows where she found the money to keep playing anyway. Okay, so he doesn't have anything more to say to that. Let me present you, because I feel like he's a trusted source. You ever seen anything like this? You're cultured. A fancy lighter, not exactly to my taste. What is this about? Do you smoke, Mr. Fleur? Doesn't Everyone, we must make the most of the time we have and find joy where we can. Ideally with lots of finely toasted tobacco, a choice of drinks, and a friend to share it all with. I agree with that, man. Never mistake a lack of vice for a virtue. The best people I know smoke, drink, and love a good coffee. The worst man I ever met loved decaffeinated coffee. Decaf only works if you throw it in someone's face. I'm not judging, it's just a question. Then yes, I enjoy the occasional cigar. I can't really help you with a lighter, I'm afraid. It's alright. I have one more. Sure. Let's ask about this guy. He's a boy in a man costume, petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child around the ears, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, all so unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killing is trouble, and those closest to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. Yeah, he was like, poor, and then he left me, and I gave him a drink. Taps the bar in annoyance. Typical of the nouveau rich. They can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right? Look at the time. I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise lounge upstairs before, and my back simply did not thank me. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Hello, Clara. Quick, you gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed? Okay, let me make sure what kind of drink you like. You sound weird. Spice, ginger ale. A little weird when we do service. Oh, shit. No, I didn't mean to be mean to you. I didn't mean to be mean. Take your cup for a bullet. Perfect mix. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. What have I missed? Let me not ask you. Did you come from work? No, I work in the hotel, so my shift starts early and finishes early. I have later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training real hard just now. Training for what? My gray belt. Oh yeah, you did the fighting thing. The Bartitsu. That's a martial combat thing, right? It's a Bartitsu grading symbol. When I can take my seafood down to the mat, I gain the gray belt. Good luck. She's cool. She's pretty cool. So tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. I'm a maid, believe it or not. I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent unless cleaning of bodily fluids was involved. You like your job? God, no. Do you? Could be better. In another life. Yeah, I mean, there's, my job has a thing over my head where it's like, hey, we know about your criminal past. I mean, it could be worse. Whatever I was doing before was worse, clearly. In another life, I would be traveling the globe, competing for medals in Bartitsu competitions and drinking my winnings. In this life, though, bed sheets and refilling those little shampoo bottles. Sorry. One day I'll get out of Bukovi. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Why are you trapped? I'm in debt. If I stopped working, it'll get worse. Once I paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark, Carla. Ooh, that's why you're relevant. That's why you're relevant, Clara. Won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt. But with the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No worrying till I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season. I'm sure the rainbows are coming. I do like her a lot. Now I understand. Okay, so you're part of whatever that plot's gonna be. That's not added. I wish that was part of it. That'd be interesting to have that down. Maybe I'll ask about Natalia's death after I ask about her. If she knows Natalia, that might be worth asking. I guess I've seen her a few times before the murder. She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot, same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That stuck with me because Olivia is kind of a big deal even amongst that lot. And everyone formed a crowd around her. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too. Usually away from the bar though, over at the Vantage booths. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? I love you. No, I get it. Clara, new favorite. Oh, I love this dialogue. I love this dialogue that was just not in the demo. Like, yeah, I get it. No, you're right. You're so right. Natalia speaking with Olivia, Alina, and Elliot. Should ask them. Okay. What did I want to ask you? I wanted to ask about, the debt, because you're also in debt. You know anything about that? Cryptic, I don't think this is relevant. Oops. Oh, wait. Okay, bye. Hey. What is all of my stuff? I don't know that he's necessarily that relevant to what's going on right now. Maybe someone confessed something. Oh, there you go again, John. But I can at least try and build up this meter down here. Bartender. Father Lacey? Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. Okay. Favorite drink? Difficult. Really something speaks to you tonight? He takes a deep breath and eyes the shelves like he is poisoned and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. He taps his fingers along the bright wood of the bar top and clicks his tongue once. It'd probably be the night count that you serve here. It has a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me. Any reason? Much of life is bitter. Might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with other ingredients, which make it palatable. Right. Okay, I'll do one of these and then I'll do a drink for you. I don't think I served you the night count. Oh, I did. No, he told me. So obviously I didn't. I think I wrote down when I got him, which was not that much alcohol. Yeah, it was evening prayer. Do you know Natalia Reed? Can't say I've heard of her. Who is she? A woman who died recently. Oh, that's horrible. I hope she found peace in the end. I did not share something happy with you, but let me give you a drink. Father makes me think of my vows, but priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than imbibe it, so I will choose the lesser sin. Okay. Silly. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the night count. I am gonna do the evening prayer. Is that, oh, it does have it labeled as likes. Silly, silly me. Silly me for writing it down on my own. Goes down quite nicely. Okay. How do you know about this place? One of my congregation, Olivia, revealed its existence during confession. And I thought, wait, was I not supposed to tell you that? Please forget what I just said. Forget what? Yes, very good. Confession between the priest, the confessor, and the mother is a sacred bond that should not be profaned. She burns away all sin. She does, doesn't she? Indeed she does, but alcohol burns away my sorrows. So I need to reconcile that however I can. Faith is hard. I agree. Though when I have a good drink, I imagine the angels can't judge me harshly for something that feels so good. Yeah, that's how it works. Did I get past that? Do I have clues? Were you there? No. Maybe you know who smokes. Wait, have I asked you about the last drop? I don't think I've asked you about the last drop. Okay. Telling me more, I don't care. Okay, sorry. Why are you here? Father Lacey hovers the glass between his fingers, swinging it gently back and forth like a metronome. You're not sure if he'll ever answer the question. My father passed away. I'm sorry. He didn't pass of old age or anything like that. He died of a disease that was painful, constant, and in essence cruel. That's hard. I know I wasn't a very inspiring son, but he wasn't a very inspiring father either. I still miss him though. I still remember the last advice he gave me. What was it? In life, don't aim for mediocrity. Good advice, I guess. I wasn't finished. Don't aim for mediocrity. For men like us, that's too ambitious. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if I've lost my faith and haven't noticed. Like when you drop your keys and don't realize until you're facing a locked door. I'm not sure how the goddess can be real when the world is so cruel. But I'm sure faith wouldn't deprive me of one more authority figure who's disappointed in me. Oh, I understand. As much as I love to say I have an early morning sermon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, John. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, he is definitely going through a hard time. Uh-oh. I'm gonna ask you about evening. I want to ask you about... She's in debt. Tell me about this. So she had debts. You should look into how this could be related to the case. Money is a powerful motivator. Okay, not this one. What else can I do? Lounge chats. Interesting. Confront Elliot and Alina with this and see how they respond. Put them in the spot and watch out for the quivering lip or twitching eye. What if I just... Hey, did you know my friend likes this? He likes this place? Based on his presence alone, I think he's worth considering. I agree he's a key person of interest, and investigating him thoroughly is worthwhile. That's not what I meant. I was like, hey, he likes that place. Okay. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Okay, you're not drunk enough. Okay, let me ask how you're finding your time here. Pleasant crowds, mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Who? I'd rather not get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Do you? Who? Peter? Peter? Nah, Peter's a pussycat. You just gotta give him a saucer of milk and stroke his fur. And by that I mean giving him hard liquor and don't owe his boss any money. That's my experience, at least. Maria's too. How do you know Peter? You mean, how does someone like me know Peter? He's been to other speakeasies when he's not collecting money. And when he's not collecting money, he's a sweetie. Really? Huh. What are you talking about? He's so nice to us. Okay, so you need to get to the second level of intoxication. And the drinks that you like, poison drop, very specific. Okay. Need a drink. Poison drop is how many? How many? Not enough. Did I get one that she liked? So that one has whiskey, herbal bitter. Did I write down? Does she like anything else? She liked Eastern Ruby, which is 5. That's not quite enough. Oh, it is right there. I need to get you like drunk, girl. I'm gonna see if you like a night count, and you might get mad at me. But girl, it is what it is. I need you to be drunker, and you have a shockingly high tolerance. Let's see if you get mad at me. Okay, she likes it. I don't need to write that down, though. I will anyway. Just in case, like, the rotations switch up at any point. I don't know. Okay. That did not get me much. What do you know about Natalia Reed? Natalia? Why are you asking about Natalia Reed? Just talk to me. Well, I know that she was a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father. You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? Whoa. I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a boat. Nothing I did could dislodge her. I might try to accept her if she curbed her worst impulses, but she gambled as much as father does. She was an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called her out for her scheme, she even threatened to have my father write me out of his will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings, but I won't do it. If being happy today makes me seem callous or even suspicious, I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. I see? You're not in a great mood, I see. What do we have? I want to ask you about this lighter. Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. There's something you want to know, ask. You smoke? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to ensure nobody is within hearing distance. I don't smoke at all. I agree with Maria. It's a terrible thing to do. Her initial reaction tells you there's more to the story. Okay, sure. Hey. I feel like... Interesting, that's also... I didn't get her motive before. Okay. What do we have on you so far? Not much. Oh shit. Did I confront her? Oh. I didn't confront her. Uh-oh. Next time I will. I'll give her her drink that she likes. Who else was there? Who else was there for the lounge chats? That was Olivia, Alina, and Elliot. That's you. I'm gonna knock you out of the park. Again. Okay. What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through the clouds. Poetic? Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me. But even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Yikes. Yikes. Yucky. Ew. Like, calm down, man. That's 2. That's not too bad. I'll go with get all my actions I can get from you. So I don't need him drunk right now. I'm pretty sure I don't need him drunk. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I bet you hear all sorts, okay? Oh, I didn't get him drunk. I should probably do that next time. Okay. But I have some actions I can show you, some evidence. I'm not gonna talk about that. I guess this means I asked about it. Okay. Let me ask you about this. A lighter? Goddess, I'm not sure what that has to do with me. Are you a smoker? Killian looks uncomfortable, as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely. This is a good sprite. Absolutely not. The son of a doctor knows better to engage with such unhealthy habits. Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Smart man. Got you in smoking. I need to get you to like me more. Tell me about syringes. Hey now, that syringe looks familiar. It does? Of course, my mom is a medical professional, so we have some of these lying around her surgery. She even has some at her own practice behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about that stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother and actually use them. She did? Yes, it's how we initially got acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing, but back then she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth and she's really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things are stored. Naturally, she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless. I will keep that in mind. Is there anything else I can show you? Dr. Durand. I want to know more. Tell me more about, like, your family practice. Would be nice. The syringes are kept in a safe place and I'm not allowed near them. Only my mother and her assistants can use them. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Goodbye. Bye. Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his pocket and pulls out a box of matches from his bottom pocket. We discourage smoking. These are menthol, and they'll make your breath smell good. If you must, I must. What do you need from me? What kind of drink do you like? A well-made one? Reasonable? Exactly. Something minty with soda. Alcohol doesn't make you seep. That doesn't feel true. I've developed my constitution till it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses. Really? Indeed, and a drink with a clean mouthfeel livens the senses, not to mention how much it encourages intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male feminine vigor and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile too. I will be drinking that. Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste, like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things, and they deserve better drinks too. Ew. Noted and ew. Do you know Peter? Who knows Peter? Is that a joke? I avoid him, as you should. You seem to dislike him. He's a villain. Everyone knows that. He works for that loan shark Carla. I'm not so sure about that. Ugh, everyone pussyfoots around him like he's a gentleman. Pussyfooting around people like Peter is unacceptable. I will not pussyfoot like the rest. If you repeat pussyfoot over and over again, it begins to lose the effect. What? The point is I don't socialize with men like Peter, nor should anyone with common sense and decency. Yeah, but he's funny, and he's silly, and he's goofy. And he smiles good, and he's pretty. And so, he's forgiven. Your crimes are forgiven, queen. Yeah, I don't like you either. Mint punch. How much will that get you? Won't get you very drunk, will it? And he likes mint. He doesn't like fruit. Wondering, is there another mint drink? Because I thought there was another mint drink. I don't think so, but he is more to drink because he is not getting drunk. Oh, here it is. A copper bullet. I won't risk it. I'll try to get the most I can out of him right now. I don't want to waste that. Because I have a lot to show him and I want to confront someone with this evidence that I've got. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. Okay. So... what do you do for a living? I work for the Arrondissement Property Registry. It's a very important position in the municipality, though often the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence. Do you enjoy it? It pays my bills and gives me time to pursue other interests. What else is there to expect from a job? I make more than most people, that's for sure. Is money important to you? No, but I find it's a good indicator of value. Right. So... I'm not going to show you that because you are smoking and that makes me nervous. So tell me, you like to talk at the lounge? I didn't know Natalia Reed. I have no idea who she is. Who was. Elliot's brow is furrowed, though he's clearly perturbed. You have difficulty reading his emotions. You can stop lying now. What makes you so sure I'm lying? Someone saw you with her at the hotel. Elliot pauses for so long you're not sure he heard you. Squinting, he examines the empty glass like it holds the secrets of the universe. Well? Right, yes. Yes, Natalia. I knew her, but again, barely. We met once or twice while we were drinking. I intimated I might find her attractive, to a degree. She made it very clear to everyone that my feelings were not reciprocated. Why did you lie? Because it was an embarrassing experience and I don't like to relive it. You're a bartender, it should be none of your business. Are you going to serve me or are you done? I'm done. There's a lot of messy stuff happening right now. Rejected. I don't know, I don't think I should point that to him. That feels kind of counterintuitive. Tell me about yourself, your hobbies. What benefit would we gain by sharing such details? I'm a customer and want nothing more from you than the drink. Do you have any hobbies? I collect stamps. I inherited a collection from my father. I'm struggling to get rid of it. Stamps? Yes, the little square boxes you put on letters. I'm trying to trade the rare ones to become independently wealthy, but it is going averagely. Do you like the art on them? I don't consider hobbies to be a very masculine pursuit. Men should aspire to spend their time on things of value. Such as bettering society, exploring the natural world, mining precious minerals, colonizing the subcontinent, constructing large towers. Do you do those things? No, I mean men in general. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, sure. He loves making towers. You know, someone should teach him Lego. And maybe he will be healthier. Evening. I want to show you. Hey. I want to show you. What is this for? Criminal about a crime, smart, okay. I want to know more about, like... Last job. I'm just getting these out of the way. You prefer it to here? Though it's a strange working as detectives together. Or we're besties now. Let's not do that right now. I will... Okay. I think I want to start connecting stuff because I feel like that will suit me better. Doing some connections right here. Let me... I don't think these are, I don't think these need to be on here anymore. The last drop. I think... Let's put these motives down here. Blonde victims is interesting. I just want to get everything I can get. That I've just gotten. Oop. I already got that. Okay. And this will probably be something. I mean, that would connect you to Peter, wouldn't it? Because he's... I guess I would know... I don't know if he's still working there. Okay. Proficient with a murder weapon. So that would be like to connect you to that. No. Let's get rid of the last drop. I'll leave the lighter here, so that would be the motive. Kind of like the opportunity. We can also give you as an option, though we don't have a motive. We do have... Put this right here. Blonde victims is important for something. Would that be relevant to here? I connect... Because he's talking to, like... I guess I'd have to ask Olivia. Olivia needs to come back in. Where's my favorite girl? They're all my favorite girls. And he smokes. I should have showed him the lighter. but I didn't want to. I was scared. Okay, let's leave that for right now. I'll start with Olivia. I feel like she'll open up a lot. A lot of opportunities. It's been quite the day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting. Makes a woman crave a cold drink and deeply comfortable chaise lounge. I can help with one of those things. She presses her long fingers together. I'm character voicing. Her mouth is slightly agape as she leans in close. The maid girl, the one who works at the hotel, Clara. Avoid her. She's what I would describe as trouble. Once I saw her fighting with a known criminal. And not just any criminal either. One of those henchmen of a certain mob boss. Henchman? Yes, I'm surprised she isn't dead, if I'm honest. When I saw her here, I knew immediately I should warn you. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara in attracting trouble. She leans back in her chair, a serious look on her face now replaced with a serene smile. That's all I needed to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other. Right. It was dull without you. I missed you. What do you like? Refreshing, fruity, and adventurous. Specific. What sort of story? Supposedly, the original recipe was invented by none other than a pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew. Interesting. Okay. Did you ever meet Natalia Reed? I know you did. Natalia, I met her a few times while I drank at Hotel Jubilee, before Prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she also frequented the theater. I don't blame her, but what I do blame her for is all the noise. She would drink a lot during intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. I see. Her name did pop up now and then in conversations with my fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't popular with the client. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Interesting. Nonetheless, her death is a great shame. She talked to Killian about her, I imagine. I imagine he'd be on the suspect list. Killian loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you? I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eye. I have a pulse. I'm more than qualified for his affections. Interesting. Thank you for spilling. Okay, let's give you a pirate's joy. That's pretty good too. Well, no, it's not quite as good as I would want. I'll have to figure out what she likes too. I know she likes fruity stuff. Like tropical. Okay, we did it. What did I want to tell you about? Okay, tell me about the lounge chats. Yes, we met there occasionally. This place, okay. Not much there. Tell me about yourself. Bartender, I thought you'd never ask. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host, etc., etc. Tell me about the radio show. Oh, my favorite subject. I'm so glad you asked. Radio's so new and exciting. Olivia leans in, perking up in her chair. She wants to make sure that you're soaking up every word. Precisely. I've already been on the air as a guest, but my new show will be a bit of news, a bit of gossip, and most of all, an advice column of my own. I think I can teach my listeners a great deal about poise, taste, tact, and how to live with just a little bit more extravagance. I notice the younger generation, well, younger than me, have lost the gall that defined them. Why is that? That's a question for the scholars, those with minds sharper than mine. Although if I were to guess, I'd say it has something to do with how quickly Bukovi advanced in the last 30 years. Obviously, I was a child, nay, an infant when the boom happened. From what I understand, there was such a sharp influx of money into Sara that we created an uneasy mix of industrial giants and lucky speculators, flooding into the same social spaces as the established aristocracy. Killian's parents are one of that crowd, and they are as tasteless as they come. They have the money and power, but lack the graces, the decorum, the sense of permanence that we have. We? Well, figuratively speaking. Killian has the wealth of a sultan, but the demeanor of a grain store supervisor. Although that's just my opinion, you'll hear me expound on my views more eloquently on air next week. She winks, taking the last sip of her drink. There's something about the shrewd look that she gives you that catches you off guard. I suppose you'll need to listen in to learn more. Maybe? I'll ask you about the lighter. You feel safe. What a gorgeous lighter that is. But why are you showing me this? Do you smoke? Only for pleasure. As opposed to a business. Plenty of actors smoke to be social. I pity the poor girls who puff away with puckered lips pretending to like it. You enjoy it? Certainly, after sex and before a big show, calms the nerves. What about your voice? She shrugs, the thick lining of her coat cushioning her face. Everything in moderation, darling. She frowns, furrowing her brows and pursing her lips. What is it? My late husband hated my smoking. I'm remembering a particularly unpleasant conversation we had. Sorry. Don't be, darling. I don't tolerate unpleasant conversations with anyone now. Noted, we're besties. We're besties, goodbye. Your tab. She winks and places the coins down on the table. The grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Love her. She's so cool. I think I'm gonna ask, like, one more person some questions. Oh, shit. I think I didn't fuck myself. Yep, I didn't fuck myself. I need to, like, actually sit down and... I keep forgetting quick load is a thing. So I keep accidentally pressing it. Let me look at my stuff and I'm gonna ask someone else something. I think I need to get some clarity on Peter. I want to ask about the debt. Okay. We're not quite there yet in terms of... Yeah, let's get him something that he likes. Drink. That one's 5. That's not as good as it could be, but hey, he likes it. Okay. Shit. Perfect mix. If I fuck up one of these, it'll be so embarrassing. Okay. How is work these days? No, let me skip the work talk. No, I'm not skipping the work talk. Sure, I'll play along with this amnesia of yours. My job is the same as ever. I'm a problem solver, and the problem I solve is this. What do you do when someone who owes you money stops paying you? I make sure agreements are kept and no one breaks their word. In a way, I help all parties involved, because one way or another, the deal they made won't be broken. And where possible, I hope my business never involves my friends. Business is never personal for me, but the way I do business, some people take it real personal. Understood. Okay, well, I'm gonna get a little uncomfortable here for a second. You know about Natalia's debt? Natalia's finances? Do I look like a banker? I heard she was in debt. She was a gambler and a drunk. Both are expensive hobbies. Have you ever collected money for your bus? You know I have. I'm the muscle and money is heavy. Did you collect from Natalia? Peter leans across the bar. Close enough that you can smell his cologne. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I need to leave. You expect him to tell you a secret or perhaps whisper something, but he doesn't. Instead, he waits until you meet his eye before he speaks. Shut up. Shut up with eye contact. Stop that. Stop that. Get out of here, harlot. Someone get this guy out. Did you? No. Now, did you have a real question to ask me? Like, did you kill her, Mr. Wagner? I don't think you killed her. Glad you still know when to back off. I don't know why he would. I don't know why he would. I don't have to explain this to you, but dead people can't pay back their debts. I got no business writing off credit like that. To be fair, he could be seducing me specifically to make me ignore his faults, but if he did it, he didn't do it, you know? If he did it, he didn't do it, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm always obsessed with, sorry, like, like, obviously there's, like, actual femme fatales here, and they know the trope. Why do they write him like this? Like, okay, he lights up a room, like, whatever. Like, why is he our femme fatale? Like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you doing that and expecting me to be normal? Because I can't be. I physically can't be. God, I love men. Okay. What? Yep. Then I'll ask about the syringe. Nice lighter. You want to give me a gift? Customer of the week. Do you smoke? Huh. You've seen me smoke. You gave me this lighter 5 years back when we hit up that train depot. And by gave, I mean I pocketed it when you wasn't looking. You stole it? Pulls out a basic, disposable lighter. You recognize it immediately. You always bought the cheapest ones. You notice it's still full of fluid. Shut up! Stop this! Stop the narrative! I can't handle it. It's almost full 5 years later. Did you quit? He cracks a smile and you catch yourself looking at the dimples instead of his scar. Shut up! Shut up, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Wish I did, but nah. I use matches these days, actually. Why? Because I'm a firm believer in luck, and this is my lucky charm nowadays. Especially after what happened at the train depot job. I see. Did you ever try to quit? Many times. Look, I'm trying to cut down, but in this line of work, you gotta keep your nerves steady. What's with all these smoking questions? Just curious. You know what? I'm gonna, I wanna trust him. I wanna trust him. I wanna trust you. I'm trusting you. You smoke, bartender. No, I don't. Do I? You better make sure this new job doesn't make you forget who you really are. Play your role too well and you might forget you're part of a show. First, I'll trust him. I'll trust him. I'll trust him with anything. Shut up. This game sucks. I hate this game. I need to leave him. I love this game. Sorry. I'm normal. You can tell I'm normal. This is crazy, by the way. This is crazy. You know, I came into the demo and I was like, who's this guy? You know, I like a detective. I like a detective guy. There's this guy. And then they hit me with a man with beautiful brown eyes. And whatever, like, he keeps flirting with me and I'm like, can you calm down? Like, I'm trying to solve a murder over here. Like, hello? Like, give me a break. Sorry, I'm like sloshing my water. Okay, let's figure out. Is this public? Is this public? What's this stuff? Because it sounded like... I'm assuming... I guess... Is Clara here? I don't think she's here. She's not here, so I can't ask. I guess next time I'll ask. I feel like she was arguing with Peter, but I don't know what they would argue. Well, I do, because she's in debt. She told us that. So, it's probably... Yeah, she's in debt to not Clara, who was it? Let me see his job. Does it say specifically? Was it Kiara? Name starts with a K. Because it's not Clara, because that's Clara. Yeah, but I think she's in debt literally to the same person that Peter probably works for. So that explains why they're arguing. Okay. Did I already do that? It looks like I already did. Let me quick save real quick so that I'm not wasting this. Okay. Let's load. I do not need to do that. I'm not gonna waste my time on something that I already asked about and got answers to. I'll ask about syringes. You know anything about medicine? You like medicine? A coward's weapon. The kind of person who kills like that, they're the real monsters. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Goodbye, later. Goodbye. Sorry, I just realized I'm waving. I will do so. Okay. I think next time, I'm gonna write this down in my notes because I'm gonna end my session here. And record some more tomorrow, maybe. But I will end the episode here. And I think next episode, there's a couple of things that I want to really get into. Like ask about. Let me look just at our stuff. I need to ask about the... Okay, let me put this on my list. Ask about... My ask about list, I need to ask Killian about Loverboy. I want to know what he was doing with that. Maybe also the lounge chats. I also probably need to get him to a space where I can ask him about smoking. But we'll see what the requirement for that is. I'll ask Alina about old job. I think that's important. Maybe there's a way. I don't think I should ask her directly about that. I'll ask. I might have to check in with Hugo about that. And he seemed to have a lot to say about Killian, so maybe I'll ask just more in general Killian questions to him, because he seems to be friends with Olivia. Maybe that's where he's like, hey, he's so annoying, like this little boy is so annoying. I could also ask more. I want to know more about the medicine stuff. That will be important. The debts, I think it's worth asking Alina if I haven't already, because I'm pretty sure I asked her about the debts. Pretty sure. But if I haven't, I think I need to hit on that. But we will do that in the next episode. And I also need to figure out if she actually smokes or not. Both of them, I need to figure out if y'all smoke. So thank y'all for joining me. I will see you next time with more Best Served Cold.